bothering you? We know we're future proof. We know we're future proof. Tell me the truth, tell me what's bothering you. We know we're future proof. We know we're future proof. Tell me the truth, tell me what's bothering you. We know we're future proof. We know we're future proof. Tell me the truth, tell me what's bothering you. We know we're future proof. We know we're future proof. Tell me the truth, tell me what's bothering you. We know we're future proof. We know we're future proof.
You wanna know my feelings every time I look in your eyes. Baby, I can feel your energy, it's making me realize everything we've been through makes us strong enough. You and I, you and I. Everything we've been through makes us strong enough. You and I, you and I. You wanna know my feelings every time I look in your eyes. Baby, I can feel your energy, it's making me realize everything we've been through makes us strong enough. You and I, you and I. Everything we've been through makes us strong enough. You and I, you and I.
Good evening and welcome to the Boise State Game Pants Esports Arena. You're watching our coverage of the Mountain West Conference Valorant League. Boise State is looking up to pick up their win tonight against Hawaii. Both teams are currently undefeated, as well as UNLV. My name is Hayden Vagar Dalton, and today I'm joined by Dallin Dalamino.
Hi.
Currently with Boise State versus Hawaii. Hawaii lost to San Jose, or managed to beat San Jose. And San Jose was undefeated for so long. It was kind of a little bit of an upset here.
Yeah.
So Hawaii is quite the team. So what are you expecting to see Boise State pull out?
I'm really hoping to see some strong smokes, hoping they hold the site really well, hoping they retake sites really well. Seeing what we've seen from them, I just hope that we continue to see what we've seen. I mean, they're undefeated, like you said. Hawaii as well. I just, hope that we do better than they have.
Yeah, well, it'll be interesting to see how Boise State plays this one out. Do you have any agents you're expecting to see from Boise State's side?
I'm not sure. Hopefully some Jet. Jet's always going to be there.
Can't go wrong with Jet, sadly.
I'm hoping for chamber play. I'm going to hope and pray for Yoru, but that's not going to happen. So I guess smokes-wise, I'm not really sure because there have been recent changes to Brimstone. So I don't know if he's going to be on the roster. Astra got nerfed, so I don't know if she's still going to be there. Hopefully. I'd love to see Viper or Omen, but as it stands, Omen, I'm guessing.
Gonna go with the Omen pick. Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. And while we're waiting for that, we can go over Doc's keys to the game in Valorant, which are flank effectively, spend and peek wisely, diminish their econ and loot, and dominate angles. Doc's keys to the game are brought to us by Drop-In Gaming. Drop-In Gaming is the premier online platform for gamers who seek competition. Play your favorite games to win cash and prizes throughout free and paid entry matches and tournaments. Whether you are new to the scene or a seasoned veteran, Drop-In Gaming has the right games and competition for you. To begin your competitive journey, sign up at dropingaming.com. Well, leading up to this match, we know both teams are undefeated here. That definitely has got to add a lot of pressure to them, right?
Yeah. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of pressure. And after beating San Jose, I'm sure Hawaii is feeling on top of the world, especially since they were one of the leaders, one of the leaders in Valorant up until recently. So, I don't know. I'm just hoping to see the best from our team.
Yeah. I believe the maps that got banned were Fractured and
Haven.
Yes. So I know Fractured was a favorite for Hawaii. I believe the first map will be Ascent, which we know is a staple map for Boise State here. So I feel like, or do you feel like that Boise State definitely has the upper hand in this first match?
I would love to hope so. I mean, they've said time and time again this is their best map. So if they don't win this, I don't know how it's going to be for the next couple ones.
Yeah, there we have the lineup here. We have Dreammaker, Luke Edwards, Shells, Clint Shelley, Calvin D, Calvin Draper, W Panda, Mason Lubinsky, and Skies, Peter Middlebrun. I hope I pronounced those all correctly. They look to be our lineup for the night. And here's the agent select here. We might have that. Yes, we do have the chamber. There we are. I know you were predicting that.
I think I made all my predictions correctly. We got chamber, Jet, and Omen. So
yeah, it's always satisfying to see when all your predictions line up perfectly. And interesting to see both a KO and a Sova on the same lineup.
Yeah, they're definitely going to be looking like I assume that they're on defense right now. I'm assuming they probably won't play the same site. They're both used for like resource gathering, to see where everyone is. So as we look now, yeah,
Yeah, it looks like the team names are swapped right here. So Boise State is on the right side. There we go. Interesting seeing both KO and Sova. Do you think the double intel is going to be very crucial in like predicting these early pushes on this or that Boise State's planning and rotating people where they need to be?
Absolutely. I mean, Silva's whole thing is intel gathering. KO, that's a big part for him. Even though you don't know directly where they are, you still understand like in a general area. So they're going to be pushing B here, or mid more specifically.
Yeah, you got Shells with the Headhunter here. Basically just a pocket guardian, so really strong for just holding these like solo engagement angles because you're going to be at such the advantage that you're confident in it, and it doesn't drop on the ground when you die. So if you die, you don't really give the enemy team much.
Sky and Breach are going to be holding this mid angle, waiting for somebody to push.
Yeah, everyone's just playing really patient here. And no one feels like they're in a hurry. Ooh, just barely spotted there. No one's going to fire their guns. They're just going to, you know, ooh, wow, the paranoia coming out. Didn't hit him.
Pushing out.
So that's pretty big. Omen Paranoia is expensive, and it is a one-use ability. So that's not going to be able to be used in a site retake if that happens here. Looks like BSU's executing on A site here, taking tree control and then pushing in with Skies. There's the Killjoy right behind the generator, and they actually bring him down.
The right click.
Still alive. Oh, wow. And just like that, Boise State kind of falls like dominoes. But we got to see if Shells can start picking up some of the slack here. Got the classic ready for it, but they are unfortunately smoked off. Dreammaker going down, and that looks like that is that.
That's going to be the round. What can I say? KJ right click is unrivaled. And I noticed that, yep, Jet's got the 3K.
I don't even know what Boise State could have done better there. That just came down to the fact that those right clicks, just taking the isolated 1v1s, and before like anyone can even peek, they're already around the corner with that next right click. So I think that was just unfortunate luck on Boise State's side.
Yeah, not to mention like holding Ghost, or not holding Ghost, pushing Ghost on those tight angles. You're definitely not going to be in the best favors. So.
Yeah, looks like Boise State's just going for a full-on rush here. They're going to just try and isolate these people. They plan on probably losing a few here, but if they can even get a couple of them just like this, and they went 3 for 2, but they get rifles and hurt some of their economy. Unfortunately, the KO grenade brings down W Pan, so they were unable to get a plant off. But 2 guns on an eco, that isn't horrible. It could be worse. So.
Could be worse.
So yeah, look right there, that nice headshot at the end of that magazine. And then I don't know, it looks like, oh yeah, W Panda didn't realize that the grenade. What is it called again? Do you remember the name on that one?
I'm not exactly sure. I just call it the Molly, the KO Molly.
Is it the defrag or something? I know there's the flash drive. It's the flashbang.
Yeah, 0 point. I think that's the dagger.
It looks like Boise State has rifles this round. So, how do you think the dynamic's going to be this round? Are they going to push a lot more aggressively? They know that there's the Spectres.
Seems like they're playing default right now. Jet just holding A, Sofa holding B.
Oh, they actually hit them. Just once.
Sorry, Omen's going to make the push. Sofa's going to take him down with Ares.
I think he heard the footsteps there, and it's just like, you know what, I got an Ares, just going to shoot through the smoke. So,
I mean, it's definitely one of the best guns to shoot through smoke with. It's got a high fire rate, so it's got pretty good luck with that gun.
Yeah, it looks like we're getting a B rotation from Boise State. We see a lot of Hawaii is leaning toward A site. We got Omen mid for the kind of quick rotate onto it, or at least tell the rest of his team they're on B, but they're just kind of giving up B at the moment. Looks like the rotate call does come out, though, and we see the rest of Hawaii following to go and attempt to, I don't know if they plan on retaking the site as much as just trying to do some damage to their economy. They're down weapons, but they were their bonus weapons, so there's not a good reason to just save them here. So I expect to see some fighting.
Seems like everyone on our team has a Vandal or Spectre, and looking at their team, they definitely don't have weapons that are as close. Omen holding Omen holding a Marshal and Sheriff, so he's only playing long range.
That shock dart hit Dream right in the face. He's just like, here, catch. Dream manages to pick up one, though, against Cold.
Oh, two.
Two?
Three.
Oh, wow. Almost looked like Dream got it. Skies came in and kind of yoinkied it. But, you know, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter who gets the kills as long as they get them.
A win's a win.
Yeah. For a second, I thought that Dream did get it, though. Like, they simultaneously hit him there, I think.
I mean, even those 2 other kills are pretty good. I mean,
yeah, like, look at that. And they were 73 HP. That Marshal, if they hit him in the body, that Dream goes down there. So I think it was a good play and just some straight-up good gunplay there.
Seems like we're going to be having 2B2A and then 1 holding mid.
Yeah, we got the chamber going for the mid peak. You get a little bit of that safety with your teleport. So you can kind of test the waters and then get out quickly if you need to. Looks like Dream's just going to get some intel here, kind of make the enemy hesitate a little bit before they would rotate, as well as see what they can see. Sky's just holding the angle. They're in no rush here. They're just making sure that they don't give up too much map control. The enemy KO just sitting on Cat. That's kind of a dangerous angle because you don't really have much to fall back on. Just like that. There's a good pick there. Because the only thing the KO could do would be to run into the little cubby without taking shots.
Yeah, I mean, all he can really do is kind of like go back into the left, but we saw that one. They just kind of banged the wall. And there's nothing you can do when they bang the wall.
Shell's sitting at, I believe that was 25 HP. Very risky, but they're still alive. It only takes 1 headshot.
Oh, Jet holding the op.
Ooh, what a nice aftershock there. I don't know if they realized that got him or not, but looks like they're committing to the site here. We got all of Hawaii getting ready for the retake. They're not pushing yet. They know that they got to wait for the rest of their members. They got a Killjoy heading up.
Going to see an Omen ult. Let's see where he goes. He's going to go to their spawn, get a little flank on him.
It's one of those things that, like, that's where they expect you to go. So is it the big brain play to go where they expect you to go because it's too obvious?
You thought I was going to do this, and therefore I did that. But I knew you were going to do that, so I did this.
Cold gets 2 kills there. We got Omen and we got Dream and W Panda here. Ooh, what a great sonar arrow through the smokes. Looks like, it looks like
Jet may be saving this up for later.
Prefix. Oh!
No choice.
Nice. That is huge for Boise State here. Dropping that off, that's got to not feel good if you're on Hawaii. Losing that, is it still 5,000 credits?
Right now it's 4,700, so 300 less.
Okay. Still, the amount of money that goes into that, that's a full buy just with that gun alone.
Oh, yeah.
So
Jet's going to be suffering after that round, assuming she bought it.
Yeah, that was the right play on the Jets' part. They just were unfortunately not able to get away with it.
Seems like we're going to get a full B rush here.
The Minima Sheriff there, I want to take a little detour. That's such a clean skin.
I think Minima's pretty underrated. It's sleek, it's designed, it's just...
Ooh. Sky's bringing down Cold there. We've seen Cold be a real thorn in the side of BSU, and to bring him down that early, it looks like we got Comey with the one and done angle with the shorty.
So devious, that shorty.
It only works once, but
sides, but he's
wow, Comey. What an amazing play. He started with a shorty there. Let's start with that. And just perfect flashbang. It's holding 4 of them at bay, and just brought 3 of them down, turning this into a very winnable round for Hawaii.
Sova's gonna use his ult, see what he can see. Doesn't seem like he finds anyone, or maybe he got that Omen.
Got W Panda.
Oh, he definitely found that Omen. It doesn't matter. Chamber's gonna.
You hear the excitement behind from the rest of the team there on that
Yeah,
play.
they're ecstatic, and obviously I would be too. That was a pretty clean round, especially with that Chambers position that he was holding. Their Sova was or not their Sova, their Omen or our Omen was a great distraction for him, so they wouldn't be expecting this position to be held.
Yeah, sometimes you got to be that player. You know, you got to take the L for your team to get the W here. Yeah, it was just it was great teamwork on the side of Boise State and on the side of Hawaii. You saw them push properly together. It's just Boise State managed to pull it out in the end here.
Not to mention that KO play we saw earlier. I mean.
Oh yeah, that round went from just being a clean sweep to being a little bit closer than it should have.
Jet with the op.
Preface here. Being such a menace with that op. This time the aftershock did not land on him, which is what's been holding him at bay for so long in these previous rounds. Looks like Boise State's going to kind of decide to pick a different angle of approach here. See if they can pick up anyone. We got Chamber with the tour de force here, so we'll have to see if they can get any value out of that.
Doesn't seem like anyone on Hawaii's side is going to be holding mid.
Yeah, well, yeah, because they hear the cue for the tour de force, so I think they're just like, okay, let's stay away from mid, let's hold defensive angles and make them push into us, which in this situation is pretty good. It definitely leaves Boise State to be the ones to initiate and start taking up the ground.
And this is where we see the Sova duo. They start looking for recon. Sova shoots his arrow. Luckily, they're quick enough to stop that, but they're not quick enough to stop the KO.
Ooh,
so.
Through the smoke, W Panda getting Comey. He's like, no more 3Ks for you here. So they push through the site. Ooh,
Jet gets another pick with the op, but Omen takes him out.
Looks like BSU. Oh, through the smoke. 2 kills through the smoke this game. I feel like there's been quite a bit of those throughout this entire match so far. Looks like we got Cold here and Mikey. I don't think we've seen much from this Killjoy yet.
Yeah.
They just kind of feel like they've been existing, which, you know, I think as a Killjoy Cypher player, that is very relatable.
Oh, KJ gets the pick.
Looks like they get
Oh, wow.
W Panda.
Okay.
Ooh, the shock dart lineup. And they have the Hunter's Fury,
got the ult.
so
That's going to be a...
yeah, I believe, yep.
Yeah, wow.
Not much you can do in that situation. Dream just with the great game knowledge of knowing where those lineups are, and with the Hunter's Fury, it's like, okay, all we have to do is buy like 30 seconds of time, and then we secure this no matter what.
And look at this dart. That's just like he immediately knew. Oh, they're going to be on the spike now.
That was a double shock, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then the Hunter's Fury to finish it off. Managed to pull that one out. These rounds have been pretty close, though, I will say. Like, both teams have been doing such a good job, and, like, even when a team's down, they manage to make those comeback plays and bring it back. Looks like getting control of B main here. Using those shock darts to zone, get Jet out, and then through the smoke, I believe they were marked by the sonar arrow, which just shows how good the value of a good sonar arrow. Just being able to get these eliminations without the enemy being able to see you.
Spike planted.
W Panda just holding B main. Just going to be waiting them out. They got the recon drone. They don't have to push anywhere yet. Going to smoke it off. This is going to be a really hard retake on the side of Hawaii. As they move in here. They got, I believe this was a half buy for them.
Oh, wow.
And it was a flawless. There we are.
Flawless is what we want. Flawless is what we need in this situation.
Yeah, look at the discipline here. This is a play, like, it's very easy, especially when the enemy have sheriffs and marshals, to just be like, I'm going to go and take them with a rifle here. And it's like, just waiting them out.
Look at that paranoia.
They're blind. There's multiple angles on them. There's not much they can do in that situation unless they start.
All right, we're going to see their Jet buy another op again. It seems that Hawaii is going to be full buying this.
Oh,
So
there it is, that aftershock. Those have just been on point. Anytime this Jet wants to hold these aggressive angles, it just seems like there's an aftershock. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow, through the wall.
Did they? I didn't see a recon dart that
No,
spotted them. I think they
it
just.
was. I'm not sure.
I think they knew someone was there and they just decided to shoot through. Got W Panda
Omen's gonna
using
be-
Omen ult to just ult right on site. I wonder, did they have the intel that no one was gonna be there?
Sometimes you gotta play hopeful with Omen. I mean, you don't have many choices.
I have a feeling they knew that Killjoy was outside of the.
Oh no.
The double.
Oh wow,
yeah.
that is such a smart play by Killjoy, using the ult to like make them move away, but having those traps ready to deploy as soon as you know. All right, they're gonna be there now.
Yeah, I believe that's a lineup you can throw from there too. So you
really?
set it down, and you wait till it hits a certain time on the clock, and then they have no choice but to either get hit by Killjoy ult or stand in those.
left.
I believe, I don't know if one messed up or something, but Dream was able to, there was a little blind spot in it that they were able to hold and not take too much damage.
Currently
wow.
5-2. It's gonna be all up to Shells. And
Walking into the meat grinder there.
yeah, not much you can do in that situation.
Yeah. On the bright side, though, that Killjoy burned ult there, so that won't be... we traded Omen ult for it, but I think you can agree that Killjoy ult's a little more valuable than Omen ult.
Oh yeah, Omen ult is easily the worst ult in the game, and Killjoy ult can turn your losing round into a winning round. What I think is really unfortunate for Boise State as of that round was that Hawaii was really banking on a win because they full bought, and if they lost that round, they would have lost this round as well. But
Yeah, that would have been a double or nothing. They took the gamble, and it paid off for them.
it seems like we're going to be getting a lot of mid play here from Boise.
Yeah, it's interesting. We're seeing a lot of different strategies come out for Boise State here. It's not just, okay, we're going to kind of just do this two same plays over and over again. It's a little bit of just kind of poking and prodding and seeing what works. Got Shells here with the op, just waiting for anyone to get a little too daring and pop their head out. But there's some good discipline on Hawaii's side, and they're just waiting it out. We got the enemy jet, actually. Look at the angle in B main. They were pushed so far up there that it's giving the rest of Hawaii the impression that they're not around B. So you see a lot of Hawaii holding A and mid.
Oh yeah. Seems like Hawaii's got the impression that they are pushing mid, so they're not holding it directly. They're just waiting for them to push in. KO's holding an interesting angle here. He's not holding it directly. He's waiting for them to push through so that way he can get some of reap the rewards.
Yeah, it looks like the Killjoy mollies have been popped. We got a big fight in tree here. They only got 12 seconds though, and they need to push in to do or die. And it looks like they're just gonna Calvin, unfortunately not able to get the kill there, but it looks like they're opting to save, which sometimes you can do that. They get the op out of it, they get a phantom out of it.
Yeah, the op can be a game changer, so you don't want to get rid of that weapon, especially in a situation where Hawaii can very easily capitalize off of it. I mean, you've seen how that jet has utilized that op, so
Yeah.
you definitely don't want them to get it again.
I don't know if this is the plan here, but it looks like they're giving the op to Mikey, the Killjoy player right now.
Oh yeah, time for
So-
Killjoy to shine.
Swapping it up, it might be, yeah, it looks like Jet's looking for a little bit more aggressive play. Yeah, the Jet dash.
Ooh. Killjoy gets one. Killjoy gets two.
Just like that, they have thrown a wrench into Boise State's plans. These Odins and Ops have just been so oppressive right now. The Battle of the Odins, just shooting back and forth through the wall. They are really trying to get each other. Unfortunately, Boise State has not been able to like get much value off of theirs so far.
All set up. Teleport's ready.
Got Shells just kind of peek and see what they can get. If they can even get one pick here, I think this round is winnable.
3 to 5. Let's see if Chambers gonna get that.
Ooh.
Ooh, barely makes it out of there
So
alive.
close. Got it.
Their KO's very low right now.
Yeah, strong breeze will knock them over.
Especially with that. Oh, never mind. He got taken out. All right, it's all
Not
up
what
to
you
Shells.
like to see.
See if he saves the op again.
I don't think they're going to let Shells.
KO's going to take that.
They know where the spike is, so it looks like they're all just positioning around it.
Yeah, they just need to hold that smoke. There's nothing that Shells can do here.
Very unfortunate. The fact that
Oh, he gets caught.
oh, I thought he got it for a second.
Yeah, I thought so too, but alas, the Odin.
Yeah, I believe that the only, and I mean, they most likely would have picked up both, but they weren't able to recover Killjoy's op, so they only still have the one.
Yeah.
What do you think in this kind of situation Boise State needs to do different? Because we're starting to see a little bit of a downhill.
So what I've seen recently from them is that they've done a lot of default, like 2 on each side, 1 mid. I think it'd be better if they just took a more direct approach like they're doing now. They've recognized that our split pushes are not working, so it would be better if we all go in together as a team.
Yeah, are they? It looks like, are they doing a fast mid to B play?
I would
They're,
assume so. Oh, wow.
Okay, they still
Yeah,
managed to
she's
go
taking
1 for
another.
1 though.
Yep. Takes the trade.
Ooh.
Oh, wow. KO with, not KO, Killjoy with this op.
Yeah, I think the Killjoy with the op, it really threw Boise State off because you're like, oh, it's not the jet. And then all of a sudden, there's still an op.
Oh, they recognize KJ's on site.
Ooh, just
Don't want her to get another pick.
moving quick. That is very smart against an op. Even if you're just like holding down left click and running, like just not being able to make yourself an easy target. Ooh, very aggressive on Cold's part there. Ulting backside. I think they tried to a little bit, if they tried to a little bit sooner, that could have been a really dangerous situation for Boise State.
Absolutely. It's just going to be this jet left alive. Going to see maybe they'll push this site.
In this situation, I think the jet doesn't have anything to lose.
Yeah.
They have a good economy, and they, oh, wow. Just the ego peek through the smoke.
Oh, yeah.
You got sometimes you just got to try, you know? It's one of those situations, though, the jet, they probably have a good economy there. They just want to go and try and do as much damage to Boise State as they can.
Absolutely. So we're going to see the weapons for the next round, and we're going to see another jet op, a classic.
Yes.
And everyone else is going to be using Vandals, Phantoms, etc.
Jet with the op, that's like peanut butter and jelly.
Oh, gonna get
there it is
aftershocked.
again.
3rd time's the charm.
Yeah,
Gonna
those
get out
aftershocks
of
have been just so good. I think that's like, if you were gonna pick Breach, it's for that situation. Ooh.
Oh, wow. The unfortunate thing, though, is that, I mean, obviously that Kelvin is hitting them with the aftershock, but he's not really capitalizing on it. He's just using it to see if anyone's pushing A main, and the jet wasn't necessarily pushing A main. I think the goal was to, but that scared him away.
Yeah. Well, at the end of the day, that lets you peek that angle without the jet being there.
That is true.
You can at least guarantee that, or at least have a higher chance of that. Just like that.
Jet op strikes once again.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, the Omen.
Oh, no. It's still going to recognize him.
That was really good on Tessid's part. Just knowing about the distance where the Omen can teleport to and being ready to. Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Killjoy ult is going.
Jet knives. Going to go crazy.
I think a little bit of damage on him, but nothing substantial.
Just Jet. Gets one.
Oh, wow. That almost turned into an ace there.
That was, they all kind of lined up. It's just, you know, a matter of how fast the Phantom can shoot.
Yeah, I think that was the only limiting thing. But when you have 4 guns shooting at you to the 1,
yeah,
it makes it a little difficult. But that could have been pretty crazy.
Still really good knife shot from Jet, and unfortunately, these next ones are just.
Yeah, I believe is next round half.
Oh, man, look at them all lined up like that. That's just.
Yeah, it's so close.
It's unfortunate. There's just not really anything you can do there.
Here we are on half. Looks like 2 frenzies here.
We're gonna see
3
a lot of
frenzies
frenzies. All right. A lot of frenzies, only one ghost. No sheriffs. And,
No.
of course, we got the classic, and a shield.
Yes, the classic. Got Skies here with early peek. Ooh, with the
wow.
breach flash.
Jet is going to play aggressive.
They're gonna. Are they just gonna push through?
Seems like it. Yeah, we got
Oh.
we got 3 people pushing through A on the
Did-
flank.
Did we have anyone watching mid? Okay, we got Spike down at B main,
Oh man,
and they get the
Dreammaker's gonna get
kills.
those picks.
Shells gets one, and Dream picks up the
Ollie gets
trade.
the 3rd.
And just like that, is just Mikey off by their lonesome. Just the rest of their team gone in the blink of an eye.
So sad.
Mikey does have a frenzy and a dream though, so we'll have
don't
to
peek
see.
the angle. Uh-oh.
Now that they know where Mikey is, it makes it a little difficult. And Calvin just with the clean shot brings him down.
First round of the second half is going to go to Boise just like that.
Yeah.
Gotta say, Dreammaker was really what made that round. I mean, you saw all those kills with the frenzy. I think it was 3, almost 4.
Yeah, managed to get the trade there. It just all of a sudden, like Hawaii had such a good plan there, you know, the split. They got all 3 members into market without a single person like engaging them.
Yeah.
And then Dream just through the smoke gets their spike carrier and the guy protecting the spike character, and I think that kind of just put him in a panic.
I'm honestly just shocked that the whole 3 people flanking from A, that whole strategy, it worked out. Because
I think Boise State decided. Ooh,
oh wow, that was just such a nice headshot.
Through the wall. They just like got the blink on it, or the marker like from their dart, and then just fired before they even saw him.
Now it is a 2 to 4. Doesn't seem
yeah.
like KO bought anything.
Which is smart in this situation.
Yeah,
You're
fair
most likely not going to win this round, so you either full buy and double up.
May potentially pick up a weapon from the Fallen.
Yep, they got the Marshall here, which good Marshals players are scary. You're like, oh, they just got a Marshall, and it's like, wait, why are all my teammates who are full bot going down?
Where did they go?
They disappeared.
All right, seems like KO and Noman are going to be pushing B.
They're going to just commit for this. There's not really a reason to save, and just like
wow.
that.
That Spectre round 2 is so good.
Yeah, not much that was able to be done there. They just knew they had to do something.
Mm-hmm.
It was a valiant effort. I think the Omen maybe wanted to smoke like deeper, and then they just run through.
Yeah. It's nothing really worth saving, so, you know, gotta shoot your shot.
Exactly.
Seems like we're gonna get a full buy from Hawaii and a bonus round from Boise. Mostly Bulldogs and Spectres.
Yeah, which you know are pretty good against full buys. Obviously, not the best, but it's still doable. So
Absolutely.
if they can get a pick or 2 here, like on their bonus.
That's a really good angle for Jet to hold. Might just get this chamber.
Wow, I didn't even know that was an angle. So the more you know.
Mm-hmm. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. It's just, wow, today I learned this angle exists.
Yeah, looks like Skies is pushed, and W Panda are so far pushed up, and looks like this recon dart might spot him, but oh, Jet dashes out. Oh, unfortunate. Okay.
Fortunate.
That is
Chamber still holding A.
Ooh. Dream manages to avenge Skies here. Got prefix with 9 HP and a Dream. Against Spectres, 9 HP is not a good situation to be in.
Yeah, I guess you could say 9 HP against a Dream. Da, 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 da. It's just going to be a Dreammaker left alive. See if he can do his thing. All right, he gets 1, 2 more. He's going to get the recon arrow.
It is an aerial projectile.
Aerial.
Oh.
Oh, man. Jet's holding that aggressive angle.
Dream does have a scan dart.
Recognizing that on 9 HP, you got to play aggressive, because even if you're holding a safe angle, all you got to do is just hold that, and it's game over for that Jet. So
yeah. If KO gets a little greedy here, that could be a very dangerous situation for Hawaii.
Oh.
Yeah, it's one of those situations where you just look right instead of left, and it's like,
you know, I mean, we took out most of Hawaii's eco. You know, 3 out of 5. That's fairly okay.
Yeah, and that was a bonus for us. So
sure.
Like, the fact that we did that, almost won a bonus there against them, is just such a good situation. Oh, that's so unfortunate.
Yeah,
you hate to see that as an Omen player. It's just just the the half second where you can't do anything and you just like have to accept you're dead there.
Yeah, most Omen play is just praying that when you Shroud Step, it's just to the right spot. Because you never know if someone's hiding on the other side of that wall.
Calculated risk.
Or as I call it, hoping.
The move I made was calculated, but boy, am I bad at math.
We're going to see Jet holding this up. See what Skies can do. Seems like 3A, 2B. They're going to be pushing.
No one holding mid, which...
Yeah, Hawaii's got mid control here.
They haven't really acknowledged that, though. No one's really making a push for mid.
They may start pushing into A here. This KO might flash the corner.
Yeah, Sky's the op. Yeah, looks like...
Making the move.
Managed to avoid the flash, but they just weren't able to land the shot.
Manages to scare Skies away.
Yeah, Skies is still... Ooh. They actually hit them.
Yep.
Half HP, just like that.
30 seconds
It's like, they're going to get the plant now.
All right.
Oh! Get
All
them
right, take
through underneath.
Take out that Jet, thanks to the op shot.
Oh,
barely avoids that Omen. Oh, wow.
They just, like, a millisecond difference.
Oh, wow. Omen's going to go crazy here.
Omen in a 1v2, though.
With only a Guardian, that's not the best chances you have, especially against Phantoms.
Yeah, smart on Boise State, too. They sent one to start defusing to force Omen to push. Omen's got to do or die in that situation. And
I think it's just unfortunate that Omen didn't peek that angle sooner, because if he did happen to do that, I'm sure the outcome may have very easily changed.
Yeah, they missed each other multiple times there, like going into the smoke and then going out of the smoke, like just by a hair.
And you never know, like, if I were that Omen, I don't know if Chambers saw me, so when I'm pushing up, that's just kind of like a... They're right here. They're waiting for me.
Yeah, it's just one of those situations. It's like, oh boy, I'm either going to get an amazing flake, or I'm just going to get one tapped coming through the smoke.
Omen's going to make sure everyone is aware on A site that he's teleported up there, but no one on A site seems to hear it, since there's no one there, except for Jet, just holding that angle.
Yeah, they don't seem to be in any hurry to push that.
And they're going to... Boise State, once again, holding really aggressive angles on defense here.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a save round on the side of Hawaii here, so Boise State doesn't want to be too aggressive.
With only a classic, you already know how that's going to end.
Yeah, you need, if you're running with classics here, you need to be playing as a team. You got to have those like 2-3 man pushes where it's like, okay, many of us will die, but we may be able to get one.
Comey's barely able to take out Calvin.
They had a Vandal. So is this a weird... Did one of them just forget a buy?
I'm not sure. I think it was a...
Or was...
yeah, it's interesting eco from their side.
I think they were able to buy the Vandal and still buy for next round. Is why they did it.
All right, seems like potentially pushing B here, or at least his KO is. See if it can get a potential pick.
8 HP on the KO. Pop does a little more than 8 damage.
That Vandal.
So. And, ooh.
Couldn't get that angle.
Then they know where this last one is. So. Ooh! The clean
3K.
Just like that. Once the spike's down right there, like, oh, well, it's being guarded by an op. What are you going to do?
Like you said, Jet and Op, PB&J.
Got, yeah.
Oh, and now we're going to be in a timeout, it seems like.
Yeah, it
What a
looks
good
like,
play.
not sure who. Oh, yeah, it looks like Hawaii called that timeout. They're probably going to, you know, step back, kind of see what they can do differently and what needs to change, and just hope they can kind of slow this momentum that seems to be building up with Boise State here. Seeing as Boise State's been doing so well, do you see anything you really like that they've started adopting these last rounds?
So something I've noticed, I mean, obviously we're on defense now, is whereas Hawaii would hold really defensive angles on defense, I mean, obviously that's kind of what you'd want. They'd all be like backside, just like waiting for somebody to peek. Boise State is doing the exact opposite and is holding really aggressive angles, so that way, you know, they can, when Hawaii pushes, they can get those peaks without taking any repercussions.
Yeah.
Because it's unexpected.
Looks like the timeout's over here now, getting back into it. And yeah, just Boise State's just been, especially on defense, I think both these teams feel a little bit more comfortable on defense as well. Like, Boise State, they both play defense very differently than each other, but they both feel just their map rotations and their strategies and stuff seem to be.
Seems like everyone's going to be going through cat to A site.
Getting smoked off, so. Oh, both of them are getting smoked off.
Oh, man, that was a really good omen. Oh, he's going to get one.
The Killjoy was like Neo from the Matrix there, like walking through all those bullets and just not.
I don't know how on earth you would survive that, but, you know, just walk through the bullets, I guess.
Looks like we're just going to wait out the Killjoy ult, which is, yeah, smart. They don't have anything to really take out the KJ ult in this situation. The Hawaii Sova here has Hunter's Fury, so they're going to have to make sure to account for that.
Recon.
And just like that, it's just, ooh, nice.
Wow.
When they take site that quick and with that many people, Hunter's Fury isn't enough.
And just like that, 7 to 10 turns to 7-11. No relation.
Interesting, the tour de force coming out on Shell's part. I don't know if Shell's even got a chance to fire it. Or I think they did once. I think it had 4 shots in it. I didn't even see it come out, though.
Yeah, it seems like, yeah, it doesn't seem like they just got the opportunity to shoot it off, so.
Oh, man. That's always got to feel bad when you're in that situation.
Yeah.
In hell there, where, like, you're just like, well, they're about to all drop down.
As someone who plays chamber and, like, on defense, you would just hold an angle and just, like, wait for somebody to peek while obviously everyone is on the other side, but you're just like, no, there's going to be someone. And then the round is over and you're just stuck there with 5 shots. Like,
just sitting there, it's like, well, that was my ultimate.
Well, yeah. Fortunately enough for Shells, though, he did have the Ion op as well, so it's not really, it's not as unfortunate as it would be.
A good consolation prize.
You tried. Thumbs up.
Okay. They know there's some mid presence here.
Yep, they recognize that Hawaii has mid pressure. Oh, Jet's going to get that Jet with the op.
That is a very big pick there. Panda trading out, evening things up a little bit in that situation.
Pre-FX is going crazy here for Hawaii.
Yeah, these jet knives. When someone knows how to use the jet knives, like pre-FX here, they're very scary. Unfortunately, W Panda doesn't care about the jet knives.
Caster Curse is very real.
Yes.
Spike down, mid.
Still got to get used to the responsibility of that.
Oh. All right, and so it is a Sova v Sova.
They're going to have a rifle here. Ooh, doesn't even matter, though, as Dreammaker gets the one-tap headshot. Or not the one-tap, the headshot, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, just one more win for Boise, and they take the first map.
Yeah. And then I believe our second map is Icebox, which,
Yep.
not to get ahead of anything, but that'll be an interesting map. It's one of my favorites, and they had those changes recently, so it's always nice to see the new strategies coming out. Looks like another op on both sides here.
Yep, both Jets repping the op.
Big, is it?
Not too unexpected.
Yep. You got.
Oh, their Jet's gonna play so aggressive here. You gotta pray that you take somebody out.
Yeah, all the KO utility just being thrown to just get out of there alive.
Fortunately, though, due to that KO, everyone is now on A, and they don't recognize that they just basically cleared B site for Boise State.
Yeah, Shell's had a really good positioning with his teleport there, though. He realized, like, he probably wouldn't get anyone there just because of the rush in the blind, and just gets to leave and help regroup with the team. Prefix bringing down the skies here with the op v op duel. Ooh, are they going to spot Sova? Yes, they are. And they marked him. Oh, no. Unfortunate. Oh, no.
Oh,
A little bit BM there with the they were just sitting there watching him, which
KO's gonna take the scenic route. Take his time, take out, yep.
Unfortunately, they weren't able to get it. Too many angles.
Unfortunate that the overbearance on 1 KO at A side just kind of destroyed the round for Boise. Just
this always feels bad when you see it. It's one of those things that, yeah, you notice, but it's too late because they were there for so long. But it's not over yet.
Oh yeah, absolutely not. We only need 1 round to win, and we got 4 opportunities to do so until we reach overtime.
Yeah, it looks like Jet knives are going to be coming out here in the substitution of a gun.
Jet off once again, so dominant.
Yeah, I feel like at this point, BSU may not want to challenge some of these more common opping angles, just because
that won't stop Dreammaker.
If Dream can...
Oh, man, if he ulted that right now, that would be beautiful.
Yeah, if they get the mark here, I could see the Hunter's Fury coming out to try and even things up. But unfortunately, the drone goes down before they were able to get any of the darts off. Gonna go and take that recon dart to kind of keep shells, I believe. Yep, hidden up there. Got the Aftershock, the Hunter's Fury, and the Jet Knives to work with. So there's plenty of utility here.
Unfortunately, though, without Panda, they can't really prevent Hawaii from getting onto site. No smokes.
We got
no deal.
Oh, unfortunately, they are silent.
Just gonna take that KJ Molly.
Yeah, I did not realize silence puts away Jet Knives. That is a very... Unless they fired them all, I didn't think they did. They just had their classic out, though. It's like, I think in this situation, they probably...
Check the corner. Yeah.
Nice. Ooh. Through the wall.
2 to 4, 1 to 4. My apologies. Gets one.
Gets one. 1v3 here. Not impossible, but it'll be a tough ask.
Shell's just waiting for someone to peek up that stairway.
I think they're just going to cut their losses and go for exits here.
Ooh.
Teleport on out there.
Yeah, just save it. It's.
Yeah, a valiant effort.
3 more opportunities. It's definitely not hopeless in any way. We've seen how well they can play on defense, so. You know.
Yeah, it's just I think the biggest thing BSU needs to do right now is not let them get any value out of this op early. It's just been like key players at unfortunate moments, and then just they can slowly inch their way into sight after that.
Seems like once again, Jet's obviously going to have the up. We're going to be on a save round for this round. And we're going to get a B push from Hawaii.
It looks like there's going to be just an eco for Boise State, they're going to look to try and pincer people here with a handful of pistols.
Fortunate.
Putting some damage on the enemy Sova, but nothing substantial here.
Oh, if only Calvin used his ult right now, that would be great.
Yeah,
but
you gotta remember how much value can you get from it in this situation.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's definitely not hopeless this round. It's a 2v3, and their omen is very low. They recognize where they are.
For an eco, this is a pretty good round.
Oh yeah, and not to mention that Chambers still has the Phantom that he saved from last round.
Yeah, as well as the enemy omen is very hurt right now. So if they manage to pick him early, then it's a 2v2. Granted, I believe Panda only has a ghost, but
Omen's gonna hear that Sova drone, know that they're going B.
30 seconds left.
yeah, looks like they're just gonna be creeping up here, just to see if is there any rifles nearby. It does not look like it. Looks like they're just gonna. Looks like Hawaii's just gonna get in insight and just post up and let Boise State come to them. So.
Jet holding that angle, it's very hard to counter because most people don't recognize that it's there.
Oh, I think they managed to hit him a couple times in the arms. But
Yeah, but is it enough for it to be substantial? All right.
one.
One. You got to remember that Omen's low. He does have the op.
Yeah, it's just, pushing through the smoke. Severe disadvantage, but they brought down 3 of them on an eco, which is pretty substantial here. I'm not sure the state of Hawaii's economy here, but they're not letting them grow it at a substantial rate.
Yep. Fortunately, it seems like Boise's going to be able to buy full buy here, and Jet's going to rep the op once again for Boise.
Yeah, we got looking like an A push on the side of Hawaii here.
And their Omen is going to instantly paranoid, it seems.
That aftershock, I think
Push
that hit
Skies
like
off
3 or
site.
4 of them. Got the KO ult leading the charge here, just silencing everyone. It makes the Jet a little hesitant to stay because they won't be able to do their quick dash out, which is part of the reason just the op Jet, or the op and Jet make such a good duo.
Oh, and they're going to pass guns. Make sure
They,
Jet gets the op.
I think Prefix jumped in to claim site, and then
My
with the
work here is
Phantom-
done.
Yeah, it's
Give
like,
me my reward. Even though he doesn't have dash.
yeah. In this situation, like, oh
man, they're
down
going to start
to
taking out. Oh, man.
3.
Omen's going to start clearing. Oh, the breach ult barely caught him.
And then Hunter's Fury. Wow.
There it is. That's round 1. Or, sorry, map 1.
Oh, that was just. It was a little questionable, I think, for them to all hold in main there. They had the Hunter's Fury, but.
Especially, like, holding it, like.
Yeah, look at
in
them
that-
right there.
oh,
Just
man.
a static. Such a good round to finish that.
That was
that
a
game on,
really
so.
good ending. I mean, you saw the combination of ults and the pushes, and Hawaii just like holding that A main, even though people were obviously taking a lot of damage there. They just kind of held. They wouldn't go away.
Yeah, I think it's such fortunate timing. You saw the Jet shoot the op there, and then go
Yeah.
around the corner, and it was stuck in the knives animation. And they're just like, oh.
Yeah.
So they see
What do you do?
just good teamwork and knowledge on Boise State's part. They knew that the Hunter's Fury was up, but they're like, okay, you stick it, we'll just run after him.
Mm-hmm.
So that was such a good round to end that on.
I want to recognize once again that that round may have changed if the breach at the very end, if he didn't ult that. Through that ult, the Omen barely got caught and got removed. Like he got bounced out of the smoke, and so that way our Omen could just catch him and just be like, I see you.
And it's such a good play. Well, we are going to take a short break, and we'll be back with map 2, which will be Icebox.
Oh, so exciting.
Yeah, exciting to see. So we'll be right back. Stay tuned. Don't go away.
NationalGuard.com to begin your Guard adventure.
Here are a couple lessons I've learned over the years. Friendships come in all shapes and sizes. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by.
Welcome back to the Boise State Game Pants Esports Arena. You're watching our coverage of the Mountain West Valorant League. Boise State is looking to pick up our win tonight against Hawaii. Both teams are currently undefeated. Boise State being one up over Hawaii. My name is Hayden Vagar Dalton, joined by Dallin Dalamino.
Hello.
We just saw Ascent here. It was a close victory. It got a little closer than I feel like it should have.
Oh, yeah.
But what do you think Boise State learned, and what do you think Hawaii could do better?
There's a couple things I recognized. First being like the eco. At some point in the I believe it was like 8 to 12. Boise had like really rampant eco. Like some people had like up to 2,000. Some people had like less than 500, and it was just a really rough round to get them for them to all have like roughly. Not even roughly. It was just like sparse weapons. Like some people had Vandals, some people had Marshals. It was just different all around the board. So, and then after that, they recognized, hey, we should save a round.
Yeah.
And then after getting some really good eco off of Hawaii, they were able to full buy and use their ultimates to get that win.
Yeah. And, you know, sometimes, like, it's really easy to get in that mentality of, like, oh, we'll just kind of half buy and just kind of try and, like, outskill them, even at the disadvantage. And, like, you see that a lot, especially in solo queue, where it's like, okay, guys, let's save. And then you see one person still full buy, which we didn't see that level of it. It's just we never got everyone on the same page where it's like, okay, let's just bite the bullet, full save a round, most likely lose it, you know, and just get us back on a schedule that works for everyone. And to help with that, we have Doc's keys to the game in Valorant. Those keys are flank effectively, spend and peek wisely, diminish their econ and loot, dominate angles. I'm going to add one here. Don't ego peek the op.
Yeah, never, ever, ever ego peek the op.
Yeah, that was definitely some downfall there. These keys are brought to us by Drop-In Gaming. Drop-In Gaming is the premier online platform for gamers who seek competition. Play your favorite games to win cash and prizes throughout free and paid entry matches and tournaments. Whether you are new to the scene or a seasoned veteran, Drop-In Gaming has the right games and competitions for you. To join your competitive gaming journey, sign up at dropingaming.com. As Boise State's getting ready for their next match on Icebox, anything in particular, any advice you have for them on Icebox specifically?
For Icebox specifically, I gotta say, once again, like we've said so many times before, don't ego peek the op. There's so many easy places to hold with that op on Icebox. There's so many long angles. I mean,
I think the ramp on A side, like it's just asking for it.
Yeah, the mid, it just beckons you. Just peek me, see what happens. But we know how it goes every single time.
Yeah, especially with a player like Prefix on their op. Like we know that's going to be happening if they try it.
Yeah. So to answer that, I gotta say you gotta smoke very effectively. If you recognize someone is there and they're holding an op, you gotta smoke your way so that way you can either make them move off from their location, or that way you can move yourself in, or just flash, just make that op go away.
You heard it. Those are Dallin's keys to the game.
I'm here every day.
And for Icebox, are we expecting you thinking Viper or Astra?
I think Viper has a fairly good chance of showing up on Icebox. I'm going to say Jet once again. Sentinel-wise, I would imagine I'm going to go with Chamber once again.
Chamber? No Sage?
I don't know. Maybe a Sage. I'm not too certain, but probably I'm going to say definitely a Sova. And that wild card, I'm not even sure.
I've seen so many different duelists, especially.
Yeah.
Like, you usually have the Jet,
right.
But
who else though? I mean,
I've seen Reyna's actually. Just her Leer is pretty good on this map, just because of those big angles, and she's just a character who enhances like an already good player essentially.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna say my wild card pick though is gonna be Sage.
Sage.
That's my roster.
Okay, having a Sage and a Chamber, is that what you're thinking?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll have to see once they get in agent select if your predictions are true. You went 3 for 3 last time.
I did go 3 for 3, so I imagine I gotta expand my numbers here.
So
go 5 for 5.
So what do we got? We got Sage,
Chamber,
Viper,
Sova, Jet.
All right, we'll have to go and see how that turns out. So I believe they're getting into game right now. Just kind of getting ready. So as we wait for that to happen, I guess, what do you think about a little random, but what do you think about the changes? I know they've been out for a little bit.
I like it a lot more. It definitely feels very different. Something I really appreciate though is it's not something you would immediately expect, but the changes that it made when you're pushing mid. So they the glass box that they used to have when pushing B site, or not glass, the boxes that they had when you would push B, that would be right next to the wall in the center location.
Yeah.
They moved that back towards mid, so that way you can more easily push through under the tube and not get recognized above near those ropes. On the B site.
Okay.
So I think it's a lot easier to push B site now. Holding B site is a lot easier, and A site's A site.
Yeah, A site never changes.
I mean, they did have the change of the generator on A site, and I really appreciate that change where you could just jump over the generator and like peek those angles, and they removed that bar, so now you can't peek it.
I think it's on one side, but not the other, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So now defenders can do it, which is really nice because defenders need that angle. It's super hard to defend.
Yeah, that's such a frustrating angle because you can see the top of people's heads, really, but that was it.
Yeah.
And so, like, if you could get that headshot, it was really beneficial, but most of the time,
I called it 5 for 5.
5 for 5.
I did it. I did it. I won. All right, lottery numbers are 6, 17, 40.
All right, write that down, everyone.
Oh, man.
Oh, wow.
It's exact. It's exact teams. We got Vipers, Jets, Sovas, Chambers, and
wow,
Sages.
it's a mirror matchup here. I'm disappointed no one's got the wide joy. Or wait, no, they removed the wide joy, didn't they?
They made a new version for it. It's not the same though.
Yeah, it won't capture the magic of wide joy.
Nothing ever will. But that's okay. I called the mirror match.
You called it. Both teams heard that and they took your advice. Like that's why it probably took them a little bit to get into match. They were all writing down your predictions.
Hello, Hawaii. Please disregard everything that I have ever said in Dallon's Keys to the Game.
You need to be the full duelist team.
Oh yeah. We would like one Yoru.
Yeah, you say that. I've seen some scary Yoris.
Oh, I know. It's just like, you know, all duelists. What are you gonna do? All duelists except Jet.
All duelists except Jet. Yeah, that's the worst part. No Jet. See, we need some neon.
Unfortunately, Jet was not able to get that kill on that angle. That angle is so good, especially in those first few rounds with Sheriff, but was not able to get that, so they had to move off.
Yeah, it looks like all 5 members of Hawaii here just ready to go on A site here.
They seem a little hesitant. Some are starting to push back.
I think one's just checking for the flank. It looked like they were about to rush, but now it looks like they're just going to kind of play it slow and see what they can gain off of it, but it still looks like they're committed.
Yeah, just waiting for someone to make their move so that way they can push with them. Uh-oh, Viper's going to get caught. That's yeah.
Yikes. That's always a feels bad moment. That seemed like such a good scan dart because I don't think that they were able to actually take it out there.
Jet's going to get a couple hits on that Sova, but it's not going to be enough to take him out.
Shells here. Yeah, at first I'm like, they have it. Oh, I don't even think
that was a really good headshot. Did you see that?
I believe that smoke wasn't there.
I don't know.
I thought for a second, I'm like, wait, there's a brimstone? We literally called the teams, and I was thinking.
I didn't realize that there isn't a brimstone.
I think that was the Viper orb, but when it was put away. So I think you'll see it in a second, like actually be deployed. Because yeah, they got that first shot. I thought that was like just like a good pre-fire, and the orb wasn't colored. But after that,
probably just a spectator bug.
Yeah, but that would have been pretty insane if it was just straight up through the smoke.
Oh yeah. Even still, we may not know, but Chamber knows. He got that headshot.
Looks like Boise State is going to be playing pretty aggressive up here. They're holding the close angle.
Ooh, he's going to take out Chamber, holding that special spot we all know and love.
We got 4 BSU members.
Uh-oh. Viper's going to be in that tight situation once again. Barely makes it out of there.
I think, yeah, they saw, like, I think 3 of them, and they're like, okay, that means that at the very max, 1's on B. So they're just like, okay.
So now we've got the full mid push all the way to B. Nothing Boise. Oh, wait, sorry. Oh, yeah, nothing Boise can do about that.
Yeah. It was a good idea. Hawaii was really smart and not just pushing into it, because I think they expected something like that where it's like, okay, they're just gonna go all in with classics, and then they slow pushed it, got the drone intel, and then went and took a B site and held those like longer angles where they'd have the advantage with their SMGs and the headhunter.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, really well played on the side of Hawaii there. So we're looking at this next round. It looks like a bonus round on the side of Hawaii versus 4 Vandals and a Phantom. Real fast, are you a Phantom or a Vandal?
It changes on the day, and today, I gotta say, I'm feeling like a little Phantom.
Yeah, that's always one of those ones I've never quite figured out.
I mean, the difference is, really the difference is, are you holding like a long range shot, or is it like a mid range, kind of like what this Sage is holding? Like not necessarily that short, but from there to the other side of A site.
You know what it is? It's if you died in a scenario where you're like, oh, if I had the Phantom instead of the Vandal.
If I just spread the shot instead of tapping it on. Yeah.
Then you're like, well, time to switch.
Yeah. why I change on the daily.
Okay.
Seems like everyone's going to be ready on A site, but for what?
Yeah, looks like Hawaii pulling the same thing as last round where they're like, you know what, we see enough of them on A that we're going to go and bet everything on B site. And it's been paying off for them so far, so we'll have to see how this push goes. It looks like the classic Sage wall.
Oh, he's going to break the ice.
Oh, and the ultimate here. The Viper's Pit coming out on the side of Hawaii. That's going to be a really difficult site to retake here. If they can pick the Viper very quickly, they have the man advantage too, which is very good in favor.
Oh,
excuse me?
Shot I've ever seen.
I think they were running too.
Another lucky hit, another lucky shot.
Just, you know, if you put enough rounds down range, you're bound to hit someone. Oh. Unfortunately, weren't able to get the Viper there. They saw the Sage and the Viper. Now, they can get this Viper pick, and unfortunately, they were not.
I mean, hey, wouldn't have happened if you went Phantom, right? Unfortunately, they do lose the bonus round, which feels very bad.
Yeah, the advantage is definitely in Hawaii's side. Hawaii did pick this map though, so
yeah,
they might have a little more confidence on this map than they did Ascent. They banned Fractured, which I feel like that's a map that every team just needs to get good on, and then they can always have it as a pocket pick.
Right.
Because no one knows how to play it. That's what Icebox was for a little bit when it first came out. No one liked it, but the teams that learned it would always just get a free
Seems
win.
like, yeah. It seems like everyone on Boise's side is going to be utilizing a Sheriff.
Oh,
which
look at
is
the
interesting.
three-man.
Super aggressive with Sheriffs. And Chamber's going to get out of dodge. Take out a couple more. Shells is able to take out Viper.
Managed to swing things. Ooh,
can't get two though.
looks like we just got Dream and a Sheriff.
And once again, third time's the charm. They go to B.
I think it's tough to say what they could do in this situation because every time Hawaii starts on A and only go to B after they realize
everyone is there.
So you can't just say like, oh, go and stack B then because they're already going to be pushing A.
Ooh, that was a nasty headshot.
They know that, or they think someone's.
Oh, unfortunate.
That's how it works. You know,
That's
you can be holding an angle for like 10 years, and the second you look away, they decide to peek.
Every single time, it's just, well, no one's there. Let me turn.
Look at this headshot, just bam,
So
like
clean, so clean.
through the wall, just barely. And I think because of that body shot, it was able to bring him down there. But unfortunately, it wasn't enough. Though that was a save round, so we got rifles here.
Seems like everyone except for Chambers going to be purchasing weapons.
It looks
Shed with the op.
Interesting that Chamber. Ooh.
Instant tour de force takeout.
They-
Chambers also utilizing the tour de force. That's why he didn't buy.
Yeah, as a little.
Oh no, he's gonna.
Ooh. Out.
He's gonna take out their tour de force. That's a game changer.
Yeah, bring things back into the balance. The nice thing is, taking out the tour de force, it's like no one on their team can pick it up, so
yeah,
it's just out. Not like how the op normally is. Okay, bring that wall back up. Prefix just hanging out up here. Just
not a care in the world.
Ooh.
Jet's already expecting the rotate, and it seems like that is exactly what's gonna happen.
Are they? I can't tell if they're committing. It looks like they're slowly moving toward A. Just trying to make no noise, and they're heading back. We'll have to see. It looks like Boise State is starting to get suspicious. They have Viper heading back to.
You gotta remember, Jet has that off. Can get a free pick here. Oh no, but that's Sovidart. What can you do about
Hunter's
the
Fury coming out actually on the side of Hawaii as well. They really wanted that kill before the plant. It looks like they're going to get the plant down, but can they hold it?
It is still 4-4. Anything's possible. Never mind.
Shells
It is
bringing
3-4
down.
or 4-3. You choose. You decide.
Looks like right below. Oh, nice. I think Jet got a little too aggressive in that angle. Good trades coming out from Boise State here, managing to. Oh,
Oh wow.
this could be bad. Oh,
Wow. Tested almost did that.
yeah, a little closer than I would have liked it. We got a 3K on Panda's part here though, which putting in the work there. Are they able to make the jump? Nice. Get
Very,
the off.
very impressive play from Tested. I want to see that again.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, there's 3 of them, right?
Yeah.
They got this. And
Yeah,
then
1v3. More like 1v0, if you know what I mean. I die and then I kill 2 of them.
that first shot on Skies there was pretty insane. Like they just barely saw them, and just I think it was a wall bang too. They just hit him with the corner.
Viper's gonna hit it with the A side ult. It's gonna clear out that side and make them reconsider choosing that side.
Interesting that there's still 3 of them committed to A with the Viper's pit.
It seems like they're still very committed to this site.
They're not being deterred by it. Ooh.
Not even scared. Not even a little bit afraid. Oh, wow.
Dream goes down here to Prefix. Prefix has just been on a roll.
Absolutely.
W Panda is
Still very much want to take this A site despite the Viper ult.
Yep.
And
W
Sage gets
Panda.
taken out.
Looks like that was pretty scary. Ooh, Viper's pit going down here.
It's going to be huge for Hawaii.
Yeah, one of those situations you do not want to see. Ooh.
Oh, unfortunate.
Prefix even pre-fired it.
Hate to see it.
Didn't get the shot and then had to do the double take, you know.
Unfortunately, their chamber hurt him. But
Shells gets
still
the
not
push.
enough.
Chamber diff.
Seems like Shell's just going to pull the old... Oh,
Unfortunately, they go down.
I was going to save, but nevertheless, Hawaii wins another round.
Yeah, this is a little rough on the side of Boise State here. They need to be able to shut down these pushes on A without investing as much as they are, which is not as easy said as
Easy said as done.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
But they just need to change something up here, because what's going on right now isn't working. Looks like they're committing 5 to A as I say that, which I think this is an eco though, so they're going just for the.
State 4 people aggressively pushing A with what seems like only classics and secondary weapons.
Yeah, I see a sheriff and the headhunter. Looks like a full B push now, just about. They got Sage mid, which this could be very bad for the Sage.
Oh yeah, the Sage might go down very, very soon.
Get a rifle out of it if they can. And
Oh wow, but the Sage gets a pick. 2 picks.
2 picks. Finally goes down.
I guess we all forgot that the Sage was holding a Vandal.
Ooh.
Wow.
Unfortunate, just turning around at the wrong time there. Oh,
Stumble
Marshall.
with the Marshall play. Unfortunate. Hate to see it.
Oh. Dream, just everyone pushing every angle. Oh, they get the hit, but unfortunately it wasn't a headshot. Dream's staying alive a lot longer there than I expected. Unfortunately, just not able to land the headshots needed.
Unfortunately, it was a wild strategy, but it had to be. They didn't really have much of a choice to make.
Yeah.
With the little amount of credits that they had to do something extreme, and that is what they decided to do.
Yeah, it looks like timeout on the side of Boise State here. It looks like just, kind of just dial everything back, kind of talk about what's working, what isn't working, and kind of reconvene so you can they can better counter what Hawaii's throwing at them right now. The thing is, everyone is playing so well, like on an individual level. It's just right now the problem is getting out macroed on the map.
Yeah.
Too many situations where either they commit too many resources to A, and then they rotate to B, or they don't commit
Yeah,
enough, and it's like, you can tell that Hawaii has definitely been perfecting their icebox,